Welcome to stage 4 of the Tour de France. We're heading towards the famous Mur de Huy today, a steep uphill finish, and the new race leader George Hincapie certainly will be challenged to keep his yellow jersey. This is the lone leader, Martin Emilio Rodriguez of the Zulu Kingdom team. He's been out on the course scoring points for the King of the Mountains competition, also collecting points at the intermediate sprint. But there is the yellow jersey, George Hincapie, the winner of yesterday's stage. He leads all 3 individual classifications, and he's helped his team take the lead in the team classification. So Fiat on top of the world right now. We'll see if they can keep him in good position. There's been a real injection of pace in the field. Looks like an Evian rider on the front, setting the tempo, and Rodriguez is caught. So in breakaway, not going to be successful. The preeminent stage favorite today has to be Julian Alaphilippe because he won on this climb in La Flèche Wallonne. Stan Ockers, Andy Schleck, some other names to keep an eye on. Around 24 kilometers to go. There is a category 4 climb between here and the final uphill finish at the Mur de Huy. Not terribly hard, but we'll see if we get a few fireworks before the uphill finale. There's the general classification as it stands. George Hincapie in first place, La Vie-Claire duo of Andre Dargod and Cyril Guimard occupying second and third. So only 38 seconds back to second place. Hincapie ends up near the back of the field. I think he can lose that jersey, but it should be close. That was the 20 kilometers to go banner. With a stage win, Julian Alaphilippe could certainly move close to taking the race lead, or even just take it outright. Or perhaps Cyril Guimard, who must be the most likely to be the new race leader should George Hincapie falter. So the battle for yellow should be turning up in around 15 kilometers time. Looks like Adidas also doing some work at the front. They have Philippe Gilbert, another contender for the stage. And of course Bianchi Campagnolo defending the interest of Stan Ockers. Now Bianchi Campagnolo don't have a lot of options to collect stage wins along the way, so it's really all about Stan Ockers and the general classification. He must be up amongst at least in the top 3 at the end of it. And if they're going to defeat La Vie-Claire overall in the season-long competition, I think Ockers will have to beat Gösta Peterson in the general classification. So that will be a situation to keep an eye on. And we're getting an attack over the top of that category 4 climb. Julian Alaphilippe starting the fireworks. He's launched a move from a long way out, and still with a full peloton behind him. So very aggressive, but perhaps ill-advised. And Rudy Altig is going to chase that down. So Alaphilippe has made an attempt, but he hasn't gotten far. Adidas resuming control at the front of the race. Evian getting their riders in position, just 5 kilometers to go. Being near the front at the bottom of the climb is so crucial. The positioning could be the difference between winning the stage and finishing outside the top 10. Now I expect some time gaps as well, so the big leaders need to get their men in position. Final zigzags to the bottom of the climb. It's Pascal, Richard, and Bianchi in control. Here comes the final throws up to the Flamme Rouge. There's Ockers on the right hand side. Julian Alaphilippe looking in prime position on the very steepest part. The Adidas riders making their sprint to the line. It's Richard, Gilbert, and Julian Alaphilippe, but Alaphilippe will go clear. He's going to win stage 4, followed by Philippe Gilbert, Pascal Richard, and Choman Peruena. Marc Madio leads home the best of the rest, and they've lost a few seconds on that top 4. And more time has been gained, around 26 seconds, to a group including Gösta Peterson and Tommy Prem. So Peterson's lost a little bit of time today to go along with the 2 minutes he lost on the cobbles. So not a great couple of days for the Swedish stage race rider. And George Hincapie, I think, is going to lose his jersey because he's finished near the back of the field. So an explosive final kilometer, and it goes the way of Julien Alaphilippe, big stage favorite. Certainly did not disappoint. So there's the classification for the stage. Julien Alaphilippe, Philippe Gilbert, Pascal Richard, and Choman Peruena on the same time. At 12 seconds, it was Matteo, Ockers, Pantani, Altic, Gonchenkov, the Schleck brothers, and Bjarne Riis. And then at 25 seconds, the group contending Henri Anglade goes to Peterson, Henny Kuiper, I think Pedro Delgado was down there as well. So once again, a minor shift in the general classification, time games being made, overall battle beginning to take shape. Andrew Hampsten losing 33 seconds to Ceramigas, their leaders, not having a great Tour de France so far. Cyril Guimard also losing time, so no yellow jersey for him, at least for now. Looking for the whereabouts of George Hincapie, and there he is in 73rd place. It's just 1 minute 29 seconds, so he's out of the race lead. We'll have to see who the new yellow jersey is, and it's going to be Julien Alaphilippe by virtue of the time bonus and the seconds he's gained over Stan Ockers. He will be the new yellow jersey. Ockers now in 2nd place, Dargad 3rd, Cyril Guimard down to 4th at 12 seconds, Henny Kuiper up into the top 5, then Riis, De Kock, Hincapie, Tommy Prim, and Andy Schleck rounding out the top 10. So less than a minute separating the top 16 riders, with the cream beginning to rise to the top at least a little bit, and the time trial on stage 7 be another major sorting out of these riders. But the big pre-race favorites all in the frame. The Lanterne Rouge, it's Chris Boardman, he's over 24 minutes back, and the little climbers, Pantani and Tennyson not far behind. George Hincapie still leads in the points classification. His other rivals, the big sprinters, not amongst it today. Hincapie also leading in the King of the Mountains competition with Alaphilippe up in the 2nd place. And Bianchi, Campagnolo, the leaders in the team competition, having their riders up there. Evian up in the 2nd, Calme up into 3rd. Tomorrow's stage will be one for the sprinters, another big battle royale, the fight for the green